Hey everyone, and welcome to Sunday School. You know, I've been remembering, I love to remember. I love to remember things, and I've been thinking about what it was like back when we used to come to Sunday School in person. Do you remember that? When either you'd come down to our gathering area after your church service, or you'd come before your church service, or you'd come while your parents were in the church service, and we'd have a gathering time, and we'd sing songs and watch a video, and then we'd go to our classrooms and do a project, have a great snack, and play, and it was just so much fun to do that, and I miss that. So I was thinking about what it was like now that at least we're going back to church services some, and I was remembering some of the songs that we used to do, and here's one of the ones that I really loved. We kind of did it a lot. Let's see if you remember it. It goes like this. I am the church, you are the church, we are the church together. All who follow Jesus all around the world, yes, we're the church together. And then we'd sing, the church is not a building. Remember this finger play? The church is not a steeple. The church is not a resting place. The church is the people. And then we do the finger play. Here is the church. Here is the steeple. Open the door, and there are the people. Close the door and let them pray. Open the door, and they'd all walk away. And we'd talk about how they were probably going to lunch because everybody was hungry. Anyway, we used to do I Am the Church. In fact, that song's was being done in Sunday school back when my kids were little, and they could barely talk, but they could sing this song thanks to Miss Betty Lou Hubbard, who would teach them this song. Anyway, so I was thinking about this song, and I was thinking we needed to change a little bit, because I know the church isn't a building and it's not the steeple, but since we've been not able to go to church, I've missed that building. Have you? And I've missed that steeple, and oh wow, have I ever missed our church family. So a friend of mine and I kind of redid the words a little bit to go with our new world today and things that are happening now. Let's see, and you can help me sing the chorus. All right, let's see if we can do this. I am the church, you are the church, we are the church together. All who follow Jesus all around the world, yes, we're the church together. The church is not a building, the church is not a steeple, the church is not a resting place, the church is the people. I am the church, you are the church, we are the church together. All who follow Jesus all around the world, yes, we're the church together. To keep our families healthy, we couldn't get together, so we have been having church at home in all kinds of weather. I am the church, you are the church, we are the church together. All who follow Jesus all around the world, yes, we're the church together. We've had some time for caring, we've had some time for waiting, but now it's time to go to church and start celebrating. I am the church, you are the church, we are the church together. All who follow Jesus all around the world, yes, we're the church the friends I missed and all of the people. Well, almost all of them. I am the church. You are the church. We are the church together. All who follow Jesus all around the world. Yes, we're the church together. Yes, we're the church together. I hope you remembered that song. I really like that song, and I can't wait till we're together to sing that song together. Won't that be fun? All right, now let's get ready, and I'm going to tell you about our video. You know, we've talked about how now that Jesus has gone to heaven, and the disciples are kind of trying to figure out what to do and how to do it, and Jesus told them, go spread the word of God and go tell people about me. But it was kind of dangerous. And in the video today, which will be down here, wherever they put it, they kind of get in trouble. As a matter of fact, they get arrested. And it's pretty dangerous, but I'll tell you a secret. It turns out okay. So, anyway, watch the video, and then when you're done, I don't have any attachments for paper that you can print out today, but I have an idea for a craft that you can do with something I guarantee you have at the house. So, watch the video, and I'll see you after it's done. All right, today for your project, you can do some remembering about how Jesus picked those disciples that were in our video today that are trying to spread the word that Jesus told them to spread. And here's your project. All you need, piece of paper, handy dandy scissors, and I use a marker, but you can use your imagination if you want. But anyway, so let's do some folding. First thing you do is fold it over so that these two sides match. And then you crease it like that. And then you come this side and put it right in this little corner right here. Let's see if you can see it after I'm done. All right, see it? Now, and this kind of, if you tip this up a little bit and tip this up a little bit, it kind of reminds you that Jesus found his first disciples fishing. You remember that? And he called them, and they were fishing. He said, drop your nets, come and join me, and let's go learn about God and tell other people about God. And you know what? They jumped right out of that boat and joined them. And then you fold this in half like this, sort of like you're making a paper airplane, but you don't really make a paper airplane. And all of them decided to follow Jesus this way. And as they were going along, they picked up some other friends and Jesus ended up having 12 helpers altogether. They traveled along. Here's where I use my marker. They traveled along, and then they'd stop. And they'd talk a little bit about God and teach people about God. And then they'd all travel along some more, and then they'd stop and they'd tell some more stories about God. And they'd probably sit and eat some and maybe go fishing and have some good times together, because they were also really good friends. And then they'd travel, and then they'd stop and they'd learn some more stuff and talk about more stuff and teach people more things about God. And after you finish this line, you take your scissors and you cut the line. Thus. Now, this part, you can throw this part away. This part is where kind of the sad part of Jesus' story. Remember? Yeah. This is kind of the sad part. This is the part where he had that where they didn't want him, they were so mean to him and they didn't want him to be alive anymore. And so they arrested him and killed him. And this is where the friends must have been really, really sad. But there's still more you can do. You can fold this like this and fold this like this. And you know, people wanted to take really good care of his body. So they took it and put it in a very nice tomb and rested it like that. Now, 3 days later, some very brave people decided to come. Oh, and I should say, those very brave people were actually women. And 2 women, and they decided to come, and they thought they needed to maybe clean up Jesus's body a little bit and help it get all nice and neat and make sure he settled in there really good. And when they opened the door, he was gone. And they ran back and they told all the disciples, all those helpers, he's gone. And you know, when they were running back, they saw him and they knew he was alive. And they knew that he told them that they needed to go forth and tell everybody about him and about God, and that is the story of Jesus, and that is your craft, and then you can decorate it if you want. So there you are. You just need a piece of paper, scissors, and a marker if you want. I hope you guys have a good week, and we will see you next time. May there always be sunshine. May there always be blue skies. May there always be children. May there always be you. May there always be stories. May there always be music. May there always be churches that we can go to, and Sunday school that we can go to too. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Yes, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye, so give a smile and wink your eye. Yes, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Goodbye, friends. Have a great week.